Well, before we even close it, I would highly recommend that we come back and really let the other person speak their piece,
Okay.
which we've kind of been talking about the whole time. But if we were to go back to the body odor example, for example, if I was to say kind of my opening thing, I went through my intent statement, I asked permission to have this awkward conversation, I went through a few facts. I would then give an open-ended question to get their side of the story. So I might say, Sam, over the last couple of weeks, I've noticed, a noticeable odor. I've noticed really impacting the way the team works with you. I just want to hear about what's going on. Can you share with me what's going on with you?
Mhm.
Stop talking. Leave it really broad, leave it really open-ended, and just see what you get. Because there's a chance this person has no idea what you're talking about. They had no idea this was a complaint. There's a chance they do know, but there's a very valid reason. So, for example, someone I've worked with before and coached, they didn't realize this person actually lost their home 2 months ago. They were living out of their car
Yeah.
and they were showering at the gym only when they could, right?
Hmm.
So sometimes there's so much more to the story that you have to unpack with this person. There's a perfectly valid reason as to why the thing is happening. You would be remiss if you jumped from this is a problem, how are we going to solve it, before asking for what's going on
Hmm.
first. So once you get everything out on the table, then and only then do we start moving to essentially what are we going to do about this? How are we going to solve it together?
Okay. And so that's the kind of the once you hear the side, then there's more of a back and forth of how we're going to solve it together.
I would say so, yes.
Yeah.
As you know, like the best solutions are ones where we brainstorm together. We both feel like we're part of it. We've
Hmm.
agreed on it. The best buy-in you're ever going to get is if you can get the other person to recommend the solution, especially around things like performance, where maybe they're not doing something that you really want them to do, or you want them to tweak, say, their communication style. Like, how do you see it? How do you think we could solve this? If they can say it, I have a friend, Michael Hoffman, he's a speaker as well. I learned from him a long time ago. If I say it, it's truth. If you say it, it's negotiable.
Hmm.
So you can get the other person to recommend the solution they feel good about and that they're willing to commit to you, you're going to have much greater buy-in. If you have to tell them, they'll be like, well, that's a great suggestion, Courtney, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do it. Right. So the more you can get them to say it, the better.